This is Zohar Pshat Bayis I'm a Bayis, and we are on the fifth to last line. Rabbi Yosef Marksiv, it says, "Mayim tikem b'midah." Hashem gave the content of the water in a precise measure. Pasuk in Eov. B'midah mamish. There's a midah mamish. It's literal. Asking Lu, that's how he fixed them. Kamatun legavoah. When they came into them on high, the flow of water, into, I guess, the rakia where it's supposed to come. And this is the way the world is fixed. When they come from the side of Gvura. In other words, the water is restrained. Basically, the Shefa is restrained. The world is created in Midas Adin, even after it's Midas Arachamim. And still the Midah involved. Things are measured out precisely and meted out exactly, and that's the fundamental principle of the world, that Kosh Baruch Hu has created the world Midah Keneged Midah, so the Shefa comes down by a specific Midah. Rabbi Abba said, Karav Kadmoi Amri, sorry, where this is the ancient one said, Karavamati Lai Asar, when they came to this place, evidently in meditative trance, they came to a place in Shamayim where this water is being distributed. So this is the parallel to Gemara Chagiga, and which you referenced earlier in the Zohar Kodesh, that Al Tamru Mayim Mayim. So by the Avnei Shai's Torah, Al Tamru Mayim Mayim. So here there is water, but you don't talk about it. The lips of the Chachamim would move below Amin Mide. They didn't say anything. Begin to Lo Yisanshun, so they shouldn't be punished. In other words, evidently, the Anhaga B'Kodesh Baruch Hu is so profound and so complex and so difficult to comprehend that it's best not to try and understand it, and I guess not to speak about it. In other words, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has his cheshbonos and how he measures out the water to this world. So, therefore, just leave it alone. Don't try it and understand it. It's beyond you. So therefore, you can speak about, you can consider it. And I guess that's the idea of your lips move, but don't speak about it, meaning don't try and intervene and try and somehow, I guess, get involved in the process. So kind of like somebody who is astonished at something, he tries to grasp it, but doesn't actually then verbalize it because it's beyond his capacity to actually. It sounds like, I don't know if the understanding issue is the issue, but the try to manipulate it, But of course, Baruch Hu knows what he's doing. Okay, so new topic. The first letter of all letters, which the Forshim say here, the Derech Emes says is the Aleph. Have a shot on play the Kitra Dachya. It was floating over the Tutzeres brings down that Peshach Chaim B'Dal Shata Al Pnei Avir Hazach Hanikra Tehiru Ilah. It was floating over the area which is called the Tehiru Ilah. The Derech Emes says Os Avshu Reish Chosios Hinei Ba'es Izgaosa Az Haisa Zayos B'Shutes Al Pnei Keser HaTohar. It was by the Keser. So obviously, Aleph represents the first Hashpach comes down. These got adorned from above and from below. And the Derech Emes explains, the letter Aleph was adorned from below with the six corners of the construction, the six lower spheres, and above with the three upper spheres, which are the pairs Kesher Tahor. Shein Kesher Pachas Mishleisha. Kesher has a minimum of 3. Kanoida. Vayideis and Isyashkol Osios Kulin Kama Roilo. So the Aleph takes from the 3 higher spheres, brings down to the 6 lower spheres. So the idea is, or the 6. So it's not clearly, it doesn't represent a sphere unto itself. I guess because it's an Aleph, it's not separate from anything, but rather just brings down from the 3 to the 6. and I guess from 6 back up to 3. But anyway, everything is was adorned properly. This is the way things are fixed with the letter Aleph. Everything is put into place. Even before the world was created, obviously, because the world was created with the Bayis later on. And it went back after having fixed this fix again, I guess because it's not explicit, it's before the Torah was written, so therefore it's not explicit in Torah. Umayim is gafiku fayu, and the water is embedded in its embeddings, meaning that the water comes down through the system which the letter Aleph created. They're put in the proper place, and they're united one to each other. And then all the other letters come and are connected to each other, and unite with each other. Until the structure, its foundation are built. And when they're all built and all adorned properly, have a mighty loy, so the structure, the systems put in place, the water from on high comes down to water below. Base of the Alma, and they bring out the base, which is the world itself. And two eliminations come out. Kadikre Oretz, what's called Oretz, and Horadikre Shmayim. Bereshis with the when the Bayis is created. So then you have the Eretz and Shemayim. V'adah Beis is Chazer Bereisha, and that's why Beis comes at the beginning, right? Because already once the Aleph has made the connection, the union, so then we have the Beis, which represents the two aspects working together. V'adah Beis Chazer Bereisha, Mayin Sakiv Nachtin Adai Rakia. The water comes down until this rakia, which is represented by the letter Aleph. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Actually, it comes. Let's rephrase that. It comes down to this rakia, afishlon, and it separates between the mine on high and mine below, which is obviously this system which allows the waters to go back and forth through this rakia, which monitors and which regulates the water. Like we say before, everything has been midah. The midah is made by this rakia, and the afrishlon separates them and makes sure that there's this regulation, this modulation, which goes on between the two of them. Okay, and then there's all goes on the next part of machlokes hava b'sheni. That's a new topic. We'll leave that.